I'm Tony Crumlisk. The Foggy Dew. There are several songs with this name, but this is the traditional 19th century English folk song version as arranged by the British composer Benjamin Britten and recorded by his partner, the tenor Peter Pears in 1947. It's also a very popular 1944 recording by Burl Ives, who sang it in the 1950 Ed Sullivan show. Two very different musicians, but both with a love of traditional folk songs. When I was a bachelor, I lived all alone, and I worked at the weaver's trade. And the only thing that I did that was wrong was to woo a fair young maid. I wooed her in the winter time, part of the summer too. And the only thing that I did that was wrong was to keep her from the foggy dew. One night she came to my bedside when I was fast asleep. She threw her arms around my neck and then began to weep. She wept, she cried, she damn near died. Ah me, what could I do? So I hauled her into bed and I covered up her head just to keep her from the foggy dew. Now I am a bachelor, I live with my son, and we work at the weaver's trade. And every single time that I look into his eyes, he reminds me of that fair young maid. He reminds me of the winter time, part of the summer too, and of the many times that I held her in my arms just to keep her from the foggy dew. The song is a ballad. It was first published in a broadside in the early 19th century. Cecil Sharp collected 8 versions, particularly in Somerset in England, but also in the United States. Early versions referred to her fear of the bugaboo, or a ghost, rather than the foggy dew, and that perhaps makes more sense. Well, this song is in the key of F. It starts on an F chord. When I was an F7, bachelor, B flat. I'm using a shortened version of B flat here, but you could use a B flat here if you wish. All alone, G7, and I C7, worked at the weaver's trade. Again, it's the same pattern. The only thing that I did that was wrong was to woo a fair young maid. I wooed her in the F winter time, but C7, part of the summer, back to F. And the only F7 thing that I B flat did that was wrong was the C7, keep her from the foggy dew. Notice when you're moving from an F chord to a B flat chord, then to a G7, keep that finger down, because that's the anchor point for all those chords. It's the same chords for every verse. Well, it's a lovely, if slightly risque, folk song, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll have a go at it. But whatever you do, however you do it, have fun.